That is a coffee shop made out of shipping containers. It's really cool. So I've just been exploring here in downtown El Paso. It's a Sunday morning though, so it seems pretty quiet. I guess this is kind of like a big commuter town, so maybe it gets busy during the weeks, but on the weekends it's really quiet. It's been kind of nice though, just to check it out. It's a beautiful morning here. I've actually really enjoyed visiting El Paso so far. I've been here for, a little over a day now, and it's a pretty cool little city. I didn't realize how big it was. It's got like over 600,000 people living here. And then in addition to that, there's a lot of folks that live obviously over the border in Mexico in La Ciudad Juarez. Juarez is actually the 5th largest city in Mexico. I thought about maybe going over there for like a day trip, but based on what I can gather, it doesn't seem like it's the safest city in the world, and so I decided against going over there for the day. You can see La Ciudad Juarez in Mexico from right here. It's pretty crazy. I think El Paso is like the largest border town in the United States, and like the combined population between Juarez and El Paso is like over 2 million people. It's been really cool to check this city out. So I ended up making the drive from El Paso to Las Cruces in New Mexico. It's only about 30 minutes or so, and now I'm just hanging out here on some BLM land, just I guess to the east of the city. And I'm planning to do White Sands tomorrow, so I figure I might just camp here tonight, or I might try to camp somewhere else. I'm not really sure. I wanted to show you guys my new solar panel. I know I mentioned that I had to get a new one because I was having issues with the other flexible one that was on the roof here. So let's check it out real quick. I've got it out, just running right now. It's what it is, it's just a foldable solar panel. So it's 100 watts, and the thing folds just like this to close up. It has Velcro at the top, and then it has those little handles on the top so you can take it and move it around. It stores really nicely underneath my bed, which I think is really cool. I think that's a big reason why I got it, so that it would fit nicely underneath there. And then it just has your typical MC4 connectors on there, like your solar connectors. And I'll show you guys inside. I just run the wire inside the door here, and you can see, just give it a second to focus here, it's just standard MC4 connectors, and then those just run down to the charge controller and to the into the battery, and it works out pretty well. It's essentially just like having the other panel up there. It's kind of nice because it's not partially shaded anymore. The other one was partially shaded underneath the roof rack, so now it seems to be a little bit more efficient. I can almost take it out and angle it towards the sun. I can park in the shade and move it somewhere else. So far it's been working out really well. I will say I'm pretty concerned about the quality of the actual panel. For some reason I'm already paranoid that it's not outputting the same amount of power that it was just like a few days ago. It was made in China, you can tell, because all the writing on the back and the instructions are in terrible translated English. So I'm a little worried that the quality isn't going to be there. There were no reviews on Amazon when I bought it, so I was a little concerned, but I didn't really have much of an option. That was the only thing that was going to fit inside the Element, and I didn't really want to figure out a way to put like an actual roof rack on there and build this crazy roof rack, especially because I'm probably going to be getting another van at some point in the next year or so. So I'm just kind of winging it. I'm making like a sauté type dish with like fried rice. I'm going to use the rice that I made, and then these peppers and onions here that I'm sautéing to make like a fried rice type thing. I'm pretty excited. Never done anything like this before. I have soy sauce though. I'll splash that in there after I put the rice on and mix it all together, and I think it'll be good, hopefully. So the rice turned out really well. It was pretty delicious. And now I'm just kind of hanging out here. It's a beautiful night. I'm like 80% sure that this is BLM land and dispersed camping is allowed, But there's been a couple of people that have driven by and like, not here, but on the main road just over there, and like stopped and looked at me kind of weird. I mean, I guess they could just be looking at the mountain and taking pictures of it or something. As far as I can tell, I'm the only person out here camping right now, but it's pretty tough to see with the bushes and the changes in elevation and stuff. This exact spot though, down to pretty close to the exact GPS coordinates, is on freecampsites.net though, as a dispersed camping BLM land site. So I'm gonna give it a try and hopefully not have any issues. So last night was pretty good. It was really quiet. I slept all the way through the night. It definitely was BLM land. It was okay to park here because I woke up this morning and there was another guy parked just next door at a site next door and camping out. So it worked out really well. And now I'm planning to check out White Sands National Monument for the first time. It's just on the other side of those mountains right there. But it's gonna take a little while to get there. This place is pretty incredible. You have just a regular desert everywhere around it, and then all of a sudden you get to this area and there's all these white sand dunes everywhere, these massive dunes. I mean, I feel like I'm almost on another planet. This sand does remind me quite a bit of like the sand on the Gulf Coast and like Pensacola and Destin and all along the Gulf Coast of Florida. But we're not at the beach though here. We're miles and miles away from the closest body of water, and we're in the middle of the desert in New Mexico. You guys think I could surf down this? It looks steep enough. That lady before was using a sled. You can rent the sleds over at the visitor center. And look pretty fun. I don't know if it would work with a surfboard. I have an old beat up surfboard though. Maybe I should give it a try? Nah. So this place was really amazing, absolutely beautiful. I'm really glad that I took the time to come out here and check it out. I'm gonna head back into Las Cruces now and just get some work done, spend the afternoon editing video, and then I also need to take a shower after being out here in the hot sun, so there's a couple of Planet Fitnesses over there. I'm gonna do that as well. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll talk to y'all in the next video.